No?
No.
Anywhere close? Nothing?
No. The toy could probably make a better sound than you.
Hey, it's Mike from BHTOYS. Good to see you there, Mike.
Thanks.
What's going on?
Toys. That's what's going on.
And Star Wars. It seems every time we come and see you, there's a new
Star Wars movie out.
Right?
They gotta take a few years off. You guys can keep coming here though, but they gotta take a few years off.
Okay, quickly. You've seen it?
Yes.
Yeah?
No. Up,
Oh, okay. Producer Don is saying this there. Okay.
Yeah.
We're no spoiler. This is no spoilers. But we're kind of in your Star Wars corner in here. And anybody that's never been into Bounty Hunter toys, you mostly used compared to new?
Mostly previously owned.
Previously owned.
Yes.
Okay.
Used to me is more of a flea market find, yard sale find, broken, incomplete kind of toys, whereas we want the stuff to still be in good shape. So not only are you getting the memories of having it when you were a kid, you can still actually play with it if you want to, while no one's looking.
Can you show us kind of the difference between an old Star Wars toy to a newer Star Wars toy?
So here's the first Darth Vader that came out.
So this is circa
1977, 1978 Darth Vader.
Okay.
And here's one that came out last year. It's a bigger format. They used the same packaging style. It was actually a 40th anniversary packaging. 2 years ago, sorry.
What's the difference in price between these two?
This one's about $40, and this one's about $1,000.
This one is $1,000.
Yes.
Really?
That's why we give it the funky special case.
It's got the glass case. You got a few with the glass case.
We got a few expensive
here.
ones, yeah. A few hard to find ones, a few Canadian exclusive variants, some what they call first run figures, like it's a rookie card basically. So this is like Vader's rookie card, but it's his first run figure.
Where are you finding all this stuff?
Our front door. It comes in every single week. Every week we get another collection. For a while there, I think it was July. Every single day in July we got a collection in, and it took us all of September and August to go through it all.
Who's handing over this stuff?
People that no longer want it. So there's a mixture of stuff. Some of the stuff here is from the last 25 years, 25 years. And those people, if they were buying it in their 20s, they're probably 40 now, and they're like, you know what, I like the newer stuff, I want to sell this. Or they're like, I just don't need it anymore, or they just need money. There's various reasons why you'll sell off your old toys and collectibles.
Do you find people looking to hand it over, but also buy it when there's movies coming out? Is that when it's...
Every toy line spikes when there's a movie coming out. So when Avengers was out earlier this year, we kept selling out of every single superhero that was in the movie. When Spider-Man came out, all the Spidey stuff went out. Star Wars is out now, so Star Wars is hot right now. When WrestleMania shows up in March, we're going to be selling a ton of wrestling stuff. Everything spikes. When the media starts hyping it more, that's when it advertises it for us, basically.
How long have you been here for?
This location, just over 7 years.
7 years.
But we opened in October of 2000 in Stony Creek, originally.
Do you want to give the Chewbacca mask a try?
No.
What's your Chewbacca like?
I've already worn it.
Yeah.
I have a very bad Chewbacca. I can't do Chewbacca. When I was a kid, I could do a pretty good C-3PO, but that's long gone. That's long gone.
You're going to make me do it again?
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to be here all morning long. This is like one corner of the store, right?
Think of Tim the Toolman Taylor, but make it go longer.
Tim the Toolman.
But make it go longer. That's still no good. Sorry.
One of the first things you'll see when walking through the doors here at Bounty Hunter Toys are these pop vinyl figurines. And these have been you've seen these for the past, come on in here, Mike. Yeah. You've seen these for the past few years, and you see them everywhere.
They are everywhere. Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah, they are.
So you got a nice little collection of these.
Thanks.
But there's a certain few that you're more proud of, right? That are really rare.
Yeah, usually the ones, they're all in demand, don't get me wrong, but the ones that people seem to be more inclined to collect and hang on to and go up in value would usually be more exclusive ones. Can you grab me that one up there?
This one here?
Yeah, so for example, this Joker is based on a Killing Joke comic book. It's only available at New York Comic Con in 2016, so it's already 3 years old. A little bit tougher to get. Right. And something like this one, Madame Leota that glows in the dark, was only available at Disney Parks exclusive. So you actually had to go to a Disney park, pay the admission, go in, go to the Haunted Mansion store and buy this figure if they had it in stock that day.
Right, and you got it in stock. You also have tons of wrestling stuff. Where are we at with wrestling?
Wrestling is hugely popular right now. I don't think we've been this popular in roughly 18, 20 years.
So all the vintage
figures are super hot right now. They keep going up. They're in super demand.
Does that mean you're always looking for them coming through the door?
Oh, I am always buying the LJN figures. That's what they're called. They were made by a company called LJN in the 80s. They're big rubber figures. They don't bend, they don't move. The original slogan for the line was "Sling 'em, fling 'em, wrestlers." So you would literally have to like sling them, break them. Not break them. You can't break them. They're indestructible. But you would have to ruin the paint on them. So that's why there was so much money with good paint on them.
This is when I was watching wrestling. And you know what I had back in those days was the stretchable ones.
Yeah, I had the Stretch Hogan.
Yeah, Stretch Hogan. Are those still around at all?
Well, the stuff inside it kind of congeals.
Right.
So they're still out there. You can still find them, but they're pricey.
But new ones too, right? Like the new wave of wrestlers?
Yeah, the newest style of Raw, SmackDown, NXT kind of characters are all out now. Wrestling's on 3 times a week with WWE, and it's got another company. There's another company called AEW. Then there's other independent companies as well. So I mean, wrestling is on nonstop now.
We're running out of time, but I quickly want to touch on G.I. Joe is massive.
Yeah.
Okay. You're starting to run out of stuff because it's becoming so popular.
Well, we go through a lot of G.I. Joe. I'm known for G.I. Joe.
Right.
I've been selling G.I. Joe since day one of doing this over 25 years ago. So I mean, G.I. Joe has consistently been something that's been in my inventory of selling items. Right. Vehicles sell really well. Vehicles are tougher to find because they broke a lot. Right. Missiles and accessories are usually missing. Like I know for a fact, as a stupid kid, I threw my Sky Striker, which is the white jet to the right there.
Oh, this one here.
Yeah, I threw that off my grandmother's 23rd balcony, and it shattered beautifully when it hit the ground. But I no longer have my jet. So.
Well, you got one here. Okay, Boxing Day sale.
Yeah,
happening on Boxing Day.
Boxing Day sale starts on 26.
26.
Thank you. Yeah. Melt there for a second. It starts on the 26th. We open at 9 o'clock till 2 p.m. and it's going to run the rest of the week.
Okay, cool. But there's an exclusive offer, perhaps, if you're watching right now. We'll tell you about that later. Okay, we'll talk about that later when we come back to Bounty Hunter Toys on Ottawa Street in Hamilton with Mike. I'm Morning Live. Vintage board games. Something else Mike and the gang here at Bounty Hunter Toys have, like Connect 4. And this works out perfectly, Mike, because I actually...
Okay. Go on.
Connect 4? Oh!
I win.
As my guest, I need to have you win. That's the reason. That's the reason I did that. Yeah, like how many vintage stuff you got when it comes to board games?
I try to specialize in older games. I mean, you can pick up Sorry and Monopoly anywhere,
right?
But I'd rather carry a game like Trivial Pursuit 80s edition or Starsky and Hutch, Mickey Mouse game, and Net might want that.
Oh yeah, can we bring that one out for Net? What's it look like? Net? What do you think? I wonder. Okay.
Let's see. I'll bring it over here.
Yeah. And again, you're getting all this from people just walking through the door with it?
People just bring it in the door with it. They try. I have gone to people's house to pick up a collection. This is really, really big and they can't bring it in. I got a nice big van I can go pick up everything with.
Awesome.
But cool. There's Mickey Mouse Club game.
Tons of board games. And then this kind of whole corner actually is all like really unique toys.
So this is a little mix mash of stuff. I mean, we got mix mash sections all through the store. This is my favorite section of mix mash. Because it's got Micronauts, for example. A toy line that I loved when I was a kid.
Micronauts?
It's basically action figures, but Legos. It's the easiest way to put it. So you can take characters like the Time Traveler, take his arms off, put them on something else, the hands come off. The vehicle parts are interchangeable. For example, if I want to take this wing off and put it up on the top, easily can. Just take the other wing off and you got a land vehicle.
How much of this job is your childhood?
80%.
Yeah, right?
It's a hard job,
cool.
I'm telling you.
No, it's cool though, right? Like anything, like any of the, what are the horses here? Like all of this?
Oh, this is from Johnny West. A line that first came out in the 60s. In the 70s, it's pretty popular as well. Okay. The horses are tough. Horses are relatively easy to find. What's tough to find is all the gear that is on them.
All the accessories.
So the mount, the reins, everything else, right? Okay. That's where it gets tough.
But tons of vintage like games here in the behind the glass.
Yeah, the old handhelds, like the Space Invaders I had when I was a kid. Drove my parents crazy with it because it's loud.
Do these all work still?
They do work. We've tested every single one that's come in. So from Fabulous Fred all the way down to the Mattel Electronics Hockey.
Fabulous Fred. Okay.
Yeah.
And Keith, even if you want to spin around, I know Comic Books is you have a few spots available, which is called
Holes in the Wall.
Holes in the Wall. And Holes in the Wall is good.
Holes in the Walls are good. It shows that our comics are selling. It shows that our prices are fair enough that people are willing to come in and pick them up.
Cool. Okay, we got one more. You want to do some Star Trek? You want to do some, that's for Don, for producer Don.
Just for Don.
And then we'll do some Fisher Price.
Fisher Price.
And we got to talk Boxing Day. Big Boxing Day sale here at Bounty Hunter Toys, and you might want to stay tuned because Mikey Boy's got a little surprise for you when we come back next half hour on Morning Laugh. All right, producer Don, this one's for you. No, I'm not getting it for you. We're just featuring it on there. 7 of 9 to add to the Star Trek collection here at Bounty Hunter Toys. Back with Mike. A fine collection of Star Trek.
No one else really does Star Trek anymore. We do. I love Star Trek. I grew up on it. I love it. So we always make sure to have a ton of Star Trek. We're more than happy to buy anyone's collection of Star Trek stuff.
You know. A lot of vintage stuff up there too, right?
Yeah, yes, most stuff. We got stuff going back to the original Star Trek movies. Some stuff predating the old Mego toys from the early '70s as well. So
cool. Okay.
We go through a lot of Star Trek.
So I'm noticing all this Lego stuff.
Yes.
So this is what's the term you used?
Previously owned.
Previously owned.
Collected.
I'm saying used. You're saying previously owned.
Yeah.
But are these boxes opened?
No, maybe 2 or 3 are opened. But what we do with open sets is we make sure the people bring them in assembled. Right, so in the case of the Ecto-1 up top here, the Ghostbuster car, the person brought it in assembled. We decided on a price. We purchased it, and then I took it apart, put it in baggies, and put it back inside the box.
That's pretty fun for you. You get to bust up some stuff, right?
Yeah.
And then this whole back corner is like going back in time.
Yes.
Okay. So, want to go My Little Ponies first?
My Little Ponies. They're so popular, and I'm not even just talking the new Friendship with Magic ones. These are the original ones from the 80s.
And who's buying them?
Adults. Some kids are buying them. I mean, we start selling them at $5 a piece, so it's affordable enough the parents will buy it for kids, right?
Fisher Price.
Fisher Price Adventure People and Fisher Price Little People. There's a huge resurgence in the Little People stuff. That's the stuff like here.
Right,
bring it out. We'll open it up and you'll see some of the figures.
Because I haven't broke anything yet.
Not this year.
This is our last segment, though. So
true.
To keep our
tradition, a few minutes left.
To keep our tradition alive.
That's the Little People, guys.
Okay.
More little ones.
And why is this popular?
It never goes away, man. You had it when you were a kid, right?
Yeah.
I had it when I was a kid. People at home probably
They don't make toys like this anymore.
It's super durable. This toy is 40 years old. And you can break it if you try hard enough. But I mean, if you drop this, it's not going to break. Yeah. And to be honest, it hurts almost as much as Legos when you step on it.
Yeah. Right. What else did you want to? You got Gem?
We got Gem over there. We'll do strawberry shortcake stuff over on the other side here.
Strawberry shortcakes, Cabbage Patch dolls,
Kids,
tons of them.
A little Disney Mickey shelf.
That one's for you, Annette. Sorry, we're kind of all over the place here, Keith. But oh boy, that's a lot of Mickey stuff. Cool. Okay, so we got to get to Boxing Day is huge for you, like it is for so many, right? So coming up on Boxing Day, you have tons of deals going down.
Yep, everything in the store is discounted except for gift cards and supplies. Which, by the way, gift cards are a great way to get a
So you have your own little Bounty Hunter Toys gift cards for anybody that's interested in that. Just come see Mike for the gift cards. But there's something that you're offering viewers if they're watching right now today.
We are. If you're watching the segment today, come on in. We'll start your Boxing Day sales 2 days early for you.
Oh, cool. And there's that gift card.
There's a gift card. Because Christmas is tomorrow, and then the next day is Boxing Day.
Right. Got it. A little Bounty Hunter gift card.
And do you remember being here 2 years ago?
I remember.
Okay, well, I got you a little gift.
What is this?
We'll open it up and we'll find out.
This is my first gift!
Yeah. It's your Lego Tim from 2 years ago.
Oh, you're the best. Look at that! Oh, Mike! Look at that guy! That's funny.
No problem.
I'm going to set him down here. Keith, I'm going to set him down there. There you go. Merry Christmas, Mike!
Merry Christmas.
And Denise. And the whole gang here at Bounty Hunter Toys.
Here comes Santa Claus, here comes Santa Claus.